Welcome to a deep dive into economic history. Today, we're tackling a burning question: is today's wealth gap really worse than the Roman empires? In Rome, the top 1% held 16–20% of wealth. Today, the US top 1% controls 40%. Why is this happening, and what does it mean for you? Join us to uncover the drivers, risks, and how to prepare for unrest. This is the inequality crisis. Let's dive in. Was Rome's wealth gap as bad as today's? Not quite. Around 150 CE, the Roman Empire's top 1% controlled 16–20% of wealth. They had a Gini coefficient of 0.4 to 0.44. The elite, about 1.5% of 70 million people, held 20% of wealth. Land was the main asset, concentrated among senators and equestrians. The poor, 80% of the population, lived at subsistence. They earned approximately 600 kilograms of grain yearly. Yet, Rome had checks. Partible inheritance split estates evenly among heirs. Plagues like the Antonine Plague raised wages by reducing labor availability. Discussions note that Rome's 1% had less than today's. This connects inequality to societal collapse. So, what makes today worse? Today's wealth gap is staggering. In the US, the top 1% holds 40% of wealth, with a Gini coefficient of 0.45. The top 10% owns 66%. From 1979 to 2007, top 1% incomes rose 275%, versus only 20% for the bottom fifth. Globally, the richest 1% owns 60% of wealth. Unlike Rome, modern inequality spans countries and continents. Globalization shifts jobs to low-wage countries. Tech monopolies account for 18% of billionaire wealth, alongside tax havens that amplify elite gains. Analysts warn that US inequality dwarfs Rome's. So, how did we get here? Modern systems supercharge inequality. Financialization allows stock markets and derivatives to create exponential wealth. Globalization lets corporations exploit cheap labor. Tax policies feature loopholes and low capital gains taxes favoring the rich. Tech monopolies, like Amazon, concentrate wealth significantly. Larger cities amplify elite wealth, a trend seen in Rome but intensified today. Rome's inequality had checks. Partible inheritance split wealth among heirs evenly. Plagues, like the Antonine Plague, cut the population, boosting wages significantly. Civic duties required elites to fund public works, unlike today's tax avoidance strategies. However, Rome's elites still hoarded land. Cities like Hermopolis experienced formidable Gini spikes. Fortified villas indicated unrest in the population. Discussions suggest Rome's collapse tied to inequality. How can we prepare for today's risks? Today's wealth gap fuels instability. Unrest from inequality drives populism, similar to Rome's civil wars. Concentrated wealth risks economic fragility and market crashes. Predictions suggest 5 trillionaires by 2030, echoing stories of Rome's crisis. Survivalists suggest diversifying assets like crypto or commodities. Keep an eye on the rising BRICS nations. Learning skills for self-reliance is also crucial. Tax reforms could potentially save $200 billion. Many urge, end elite greed. Is society doomed, or can we act? Thank you for watching. Is today's wealth gap worse than Rome's? Share your thoughts below. Like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more insights on global survival. Stay informed and prepared. See you next time.